Hello everybody, my name is Tevin, and welcome back to The Altars. I do apologize that it's been a little bit since I uploaded The Altars. I've just been going through some stuff. If you watch the GTFO videos, then you'd know that I've been going on a bit of a fitness journey, and that's left me really tired. And so my timing has been thrown off by some stuff going on and all that. So it's been a lot, but we are back. We are back and hopefully going to be more consistent and finish this up and do some other things. I don't perfectly remember what happened at the end of the last episode, but I do know we're trying to figure out the brain problem that the altars are having, and I'm trying to figure out, and I think I can go talk to everyone and figure out what they want, because we talked to Lena, and she told us that, you know, there was this other thing that we could have the implant, but it would obviously give away freedom for the altars. So there's a lot, and apparently, as you can see on the right, there's a lot going on. But let me go find my dudes and figure out who wants to talk and why. Hi. You're doing squats, and that's nice, but you want to talk.
What's on your mind? I just wanted to give you a friendly push. What about it? The health issue? We're running out of time.
I'm aware.
I strongly suggest you get to work on finding a cure for it.
I have been.
I know. I'm working on it. Then double your efforts. The others are becoming restless, and I can't say I blame them. Restless? You mean? Just take care of it before someone blows a fuse?
As I said, I am taking care of it. And it's gone, but now I need to find a way to heal the altars. I am working on it, my dudes, but you're gonna have to understand that... Okay, you two are talking, and that's great. So, I wanna get everyone's opinion on the alternative treatment, because obviously I don't want to make the decision for them, but we'll see.
I found an alternative solution to your problem. The implants, right? Talk about a divisive idea.
You think?
But I, for one, appreciate your effort. Anything's better than, you know...
Okay, so you want the implants. Because now we're going to get into this is going to be the same thing as the other one, where some of them are okay with it and some of them aren't. And,
I found an alternative solution to your problem. I know. The news stirred up some emotions. What are you going to decide?
kind of looking for your input.
It's a tough one. I don't know, really. Want my advice? If you don't know what to do, always go down the more difficult path.
What's the more difficult path here, though? Which is the more difficult? Did I research the thing? No, I didn't. But I need to. I'm sorry. I know you want to do that, and I'll let you get back to it after, but you need to research it, because if I am going to go through it, and actually the gym is... Where's the gym? It is this way. Okay. I don't perfectly remember my layout.
Should I go there next?
Sure, go have fun. Hi, what do you think?
Have you heard? We have another way to cure you. Right. Well done. Brain implants. Talk about jumping out of the frying pan and into the fire.
I'm trying to help, okay? I get it. It sucks. And I'm doing as much as I can for you, but ultimately there is only so much I can do. Where's the infirmary? It's here. There's only so much that I can honestly do for you. Hi.
Looks like talking to Lena helped find an alternative solution after all. Yeah. I mean, the idea of that implant doesn't sound so great, but I guess Lena knows what she's doing, right?
Not necessarily. Oh. And none of you are going to give... Because some of you don't want it. I don't necessarily want it, but you don't want me to do the tabula rasa thing either. I need to go cook food. But you don't want me to do that either. And so now we've hit the problem of, one way or another, I piss you off.
Looks like I'm done. Should I go there next?
I feel like... Go for it. I feel like as a
Take care of this?
general... Sure, go for it. I feel like as a general rule, I do better for them by not giving away their freedom, right? The implant gives away a lot of their freedom, and as much as there is a boatload of ethical questions that surround the tabula rasa thing, did I get enough neutralization towers, by the way? I did. I just need to go place them. Let me go work on that. But as much as there is a slew of ethical questions... where am I going? Up. But up... Up. Okay. Like, as much as there is a plethora of ethical questions, it doesn't change the fact that, you know... Ow. That giving away their freedom... Yeah, this way. Is not gonna be good for them. And it's not... You know, it's not really my decision to give away that freedom, and unfortunately none of them are gonna really give me their opinion one way or another. They're kind of being coy about it. They're, you know, it kind of sucks, but, and it's like, I don't know. It's kind of one of those situations where I feel like I'm not necessarily, like, I don't think I can win. Did I pick up whatever was here already? Yes. Okay. I figured, because I have been this way, I think. But yeah, I mean, ultimately, like, I lose no matter what. Right? No matter what happens, like, I'm going to piss people off. They're not going to be happy about it because either I did the tabula rasa thing, and it's a horrible thing to do, and there's definitely, like, a lot of whatever around that. Where am I putting this tower? Here.
Okay. This looks like a good spot for the tower.
One tower, check.
And the other one... Yeah, I need to build it on the other side.
And I'm gonna have to build the second Rapidium arc. I should do that as well. Assuming I have enough Rapidium, actually, which I don't know. What do I have on me? Do I have an advanced non-metal? So I can, I think, go put that on the Rapidium area. Yeah, I do think I might go for the tabula rasa. I don't know. I feel like I do not do my alters any favors by giving away their control. You know, it sucks to do it and to kind of create someone to as basically, you know, whatever. I mean, I don't even know how to define that. There's no real way to, because we have nothing like that in our current world. That's not even something feasible to think about, but I just feel like doing that in general is better than giving away the power. Because again, like, the thing about the alters is, with the company having control, like, they're going to, you know, kill the alters, or they're going to study them, or they're going to whatever. Like, they're not going to have freedom, right? They can't. Because there's obviously, as they keep bringing up and all how I need to trust them and all that, they keep bringing up the, you know, I'm in hot water because I cloned. Because I did cloning, and cloning is obviously very illegal, which I do believe it is in our modern world. I don't know the specifics of that because it's not a common topic to bring up, especially since we don't, as far as I know, have the necessary technology to perfect cloning like this. But as it stands, you know, it's very illegal. And so they can't have freedom because as much as they want to say that I'm the one in complete hot water for it, I do think there also would be in fairly hot water. You know, especially because they're the one that has the technology. They're the one who said to do it. And obviously, I'm sure there's all kinds of he said, she said on that of, like, you know, whatever. And they'll claim that they didn't do it and it was all me and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, regardless, I am having such trouble finding these deposits. Never mind. There we go. But, like, I feel like they would actually end up taking some responsibility for it. Oh, yeah, I already have the pylon set up. Nice. Like, I don't think it would just be, oh, you're in trouble. Oh, wait, no, I don't have. Do I have good Rapidium? I have decent Rapidium, but I should get some more. But, like, I don't feel like I would take full responsibility for it. So, like, there's no way the company would let my alters be free.
We're making progress with those towers. That's good.
We are. Okay, let me try to build the second Rapidium arc. Rapidium arc. Don't know where to put it. Can put it down here, and then you get 1, 2, and there's a little bit of space. That's not bad. Second Rapidium arc. complete. So now I can go down to the comm room, and I can talk to Lucas about the guy our refiner wanted to find. Hi.
Lucas?
Jan? Everything all right?
Yeah, I'm calling with some good news. I managed to build another Rapidium arc.
Wow. Really? That's awesome.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I know it might seem boring to you, but I really believe Rapidium can change things. You know?
Maybe.
It wasn't always like this. I used to think it was all a big scam, an easy way for corporations to patch their post-crisis budgets with public money.
What crisis? I wouldn't be surprised if that was true. Look, I've seen Rapidium firsthand, and it does things. I can't argue that it's powerful, but it feels normally dangerous. It feels extraordinarily dangerous. It feels like the kind of thing that, one, I would not want big corporations to have, because I don't trust big corporations as far as I can throw them, but that's just me. But either way, it just feels very dangerous. So, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was true.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was true, and my discovery was something they never planned.
Planned or not, it raised my hopes back up.
Glad for you.
I started believing again that things can change.
No.
Look, I never tell this to anybody, but you should know that back home, my older brother is doing time.
In prison? Seriously?
Yeah. You know how they always catch the little fish? My brother was a good kid, but he was unlucky. Our parents couldn't afford a higher education for us. He had to work, support the family. And where I come from, well, not too many options who you can work for, if you know what I mean. I was lucky. I met Maxwell. He paid my tuition fees.
I mean, look, there's obviously, there's all kinds of things here, and I am not from a part of the world where that's necessarily the case, and so there's all kinds of things, but I do feel like there's always a choice. Obviously, I can't say what I would do if I was stuck in that situation, but me personally, I would never put myself in criminal enterprises, no matter how necessary it felt. Obviously, there's situations and circumstances to that obviously, you can't predict for, and maybe I would. I, again, grew up in a very nice world myself, so there's that for sure. But I think there is always a choice. I think there should always be a choice. I think you have to find a choice, because I think, again, at least to me personally, I'm not someone who would commit crime. I feel like I'm the kind of person who is generally on a good moral track, not perfect, but generally on a track where I don't try to do bad things. I try to help people, I try to be good to people, and all that kind of stuff. So I don't feel like, at least to me, to be in something like a criminal enterprising, as much money as it might make, which the money is great, and I'm not going to say it's not, but, it would conflict so much with who I am as a person, and I think in so doing, it would make me in this extraordinary state of flux, in this state of, contradiction and turmoil in myself, which is not good for anyone. And I feel like you have to find a choice, because obviously going to prison just because, you're in this enterprise because you felt like you didn't have a choice is not good, and you don't deserve it if you didn't really want to do it. I mean, you deserve to be there if you did it, but, you shouldn't be there because you had to fail. You should have done something else. I don't know. I'm going to stop going on and on about this, but anyway, there's always a choice.
That really is sad for your brother, but I believe that there's no such thing as no choice.
Of course. He could have let his kids starve. My family used to live off the land, but after water became a luxury, that was no longer possible. And with no education or rich relatives, trust me, alternatives were thin. I'm telling you, I was that close from ending up like him. If it weren't for Maxwell. My grandma says it was a miracle.
How did Maxwell find you?
Simple. He was looking for promising students. And I'd just taken part in a science Olympiad in my country. I had a good result. Very good, actually. And my topic was quantum algorithms. Call it what you want. Destiny. Pure chance. Fact is, Maxwell was going through a tough time in his life too. But that's a whole different story for some other time, maybe.
It was good talking to you.
You too. Good luck. And keep it up, okay? More arcs really could mean a better world. I'll send it out.
I'm afraid that I do not believe that. Much as it's a nice thing to believe, much as it sounds great, as much as, yeah, there's a way to believe that, but I just don't. Ultimately, I don't have any more altars room, right? No, I didn't think so. Because I do want to get the shrink at some point. Because my dudes are constantly unhappy, and if they had someone to talk to, maybe they'd be better. And it would certainly making me feel better. As a little tidbit there. But, yeah, I don't know. I do need a radiation filter. I'm too tired for that. And the miner is working insane hours again. Dude! You're gonna kill yourself! Implant requires rubidium. Hey. Am I running out of raw food? Yes. Greenhouse. You need to work in the greenhouse now. Again. Thank you. I'll have the QC hacking soon, and I'll do that. I don't know how I feel about it. I think it ultimately... I don't see that there is a good option. I think there's a bad option and a worse option. And I think as hard... I guess what the doctor said is kind of go for the harder option, which I think, in my mind, doing the somewhat immoral but better for them thing is harder than doing the not so, you know, immoral but, you know, taking away their freedom thing. Because I don't want to take away their freedom. That's not fair to them.
What do you use for filling?
You, I will talk to later, because I want to talk to you first, because you're always outside. I want to get your thoughts.
Looks like I found an alternative treatment for you. Shit. So it is true. Your wife told you to put implants in our brains?
I don't want to do it. I'm not going to do it.
Can track us? You're not seriously thinking about it.
No, I'm actually not. Funny enough.
No, relax. Of course not. I knew you wouldn't.
I don't want to give your freedom away like that. I don't want to give you away to Big Brother. Not big on the Big Brother. Everyone is anxious. I'm working on it! Alright, dudes. Hi. Everyone's unhappy. I know. But you want to talk. Why do you want to talk? I don't remember you saying you wanted to talk, but what's up?
Hey, you wanted to talk? Yeah. So, I heard you're in touch with Lena about our problem.
Yeah.
I just want to say, asking her for help is the smartest move. You're gonna do as she says, right?
No. I'm really not. Because, ultimately, trusting the corporation is so risky. Again, especially considering that they keep harping on the legal ramifications of all this. They are not going to let you be free. You don't get freedom anymore, and you want freedom. Okay, you... right, your whole goal, you specifically, Mr... excuse me, Mr. Botanist Man, your whole goal is for Lena. You want Lena back, which, good luck. I think that would be way too weird, and I don't think she would go for it. She was very freaked out about the whole cloning thing when we talked to her anyway. But, you know, the thing about it is that regardless of anything, you know, the legal ramifications alone tell you that the corporation will not give you your freedom. And you want that, right? Your whole goal is Lena. These other people have their other various goals, right? The refiner wants to figure out about Ben and all these things. And you put them all together, you know, you are losing so much. You are losing so much with the implants. I know you trust Lena implicitly, and I, you know, again, in your own circumstance, I don't blame you necessarily for that, but it's putting trust in a lot more than Lena.
I have doubts. Involving more people from the corporation could be risky. Lena won't let them harm us. I'm sure of it. You seem to be getting along much better now, aren't you?
I think so, maybe. Probably. But I think that's irregardless of the fact that she doesn't have the power to do that. she just doesn't.
Yeah, I think so. That's great. To think I was the mastermind behind it. Amazing.
Thank you.
It really is. Thanks. Do you think this could be a chance for you and her to, get back together?
I don't know, dude.
Maybe. Who knows? Well, in that case, there's something you need to know. I think it's only fair you should know how much deeper your relationship could have been. What do you mean? You see, she was the one who was supposed to go on this mission. She was the head of the hydroponic farms project. I was just helping her out in the lab. She was so excited about taking her solutions to a base like this. She wanted to go so badly. But she failed her medical tests.
And she couldn't try again. And I'm guessing I know the answer to this because you're saying your deeper relationship could have been deeper, and I have a feeling I know what you're about to say, but let's see.
Wait a second. Couldn't she just take care of whatever the problem was?
Because she was
and
expecting,
roll for
no?
the next mission? Unless you're telling me this was something that wouldn't go away. Well, it was. But also, it was something neither of us wanted to go away. She was pregnant.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I figured.
I only learned about it the night before takeoff. She didn't want to raise my hopes because it was still such an early stage. We'd been trying before, but every time it ended all too soon. The disappointment was unbearable. And yeah, I can't say it didn't put our marriage to the test. But this time, we were really hoping for a breakthrough. Thing is, I'll never get to know if we were right.
Honestly, that must feel terrible. I mean, again, and this is just another example of just the absolute crazy nature of this whole thing, right? I mean, I do think, it is incredibly messed up for this system to implant these kinds of memories, right? I understand if it implants enough basic memories of, who you are and all these kinds of things and, what you're good at, because that's necessary to... Otherwise, you're just kind of like a blank slate, like we're planning on doing to save everyone. But, it's... I don't know. It's so messed up for these people. It's terrible.
Shit. That must feel terrible. For a moment, I even thought I could somehow bring it all back when all this ends. That was before the MRI scan. Funny. I never thought being a father would become so important to me. What about you? Did you ever think about it?
That's the other thing is, I'm sort of building out Jan as a character by these kinds of things, and I don't know. But I guess I at least can say, for me personally, it is something that is very in my mind. It is something that is actually very important to me. So I can't definitely say never for myself, and so I won't say never for Jan.
I can't say it never crossed my mind, but...
The time was never right. There's always something more important. I wasn't sure I'd be a good dad. Well, I don't... See, now it's now I don't know how to answer, because obviously I'm not even... I'm not there. I'm not nearly even old enough to be there, even if I would be there. And, but that aside, all my nonsense noises aside, I don't know, the time, there's never a right time, I feel like. I feel like that's a crap argument, because there's never a right time. There's never a right time to accept a child and to have all this extra responsibility put on you, right? No one is ever ready for that responsibility. It's kind of this thing where it's parenting is something you just kind of learn along the way, right? That's kind of the whole thing, is you just live and learn. And obviously you have your own thoughts and what you know already, but there's so much that you're going to learn. And then, for me at least, there would never be something more important. So I don't know, I guess this, but...
Honestly, I wasn't sure I'd be a good dad. Because of how our father was?
But yeah, that.
I get you. I was scared too.
That is a good
My
reason.
biggest fear was to become like him to my kid.
Yeah.
So why'd you go through with it? Because I knew I was different. Lena was with me. She trusted me. That was all the proof I needed. You should have seen her beaming that night she told me. This could be it, Jan, she said. I'll never forget the look on her face. I was supposed to get a good night's sleep before the launch, but we just talked the hours away, laughing and remembering old times. Until at 3 in the morning, we ended up singing Big Green Tractor. Oh, man. Yeah, that's right. The unforgettable hit of our mountain road trip. That trip. Man, that must have been in another life. We were crazy, young, and in love. And broke. Remember that rundown car we borrowed from Lena's uncle? Yeah. All it had for a radio was an old CD player and one CD. And the opening track, Big Green Tractor. It made us laugh so much we played it on repeat. Yeah. Those were the times. That trip was where Lena bought us that cheesy shepherd's axe. Remember? Oh, yeah. You know, I even packed it on this mission to remind me of her. Hey, you didn't by any chance have the same idea?
I'm not gonna lie to him. I don't know. I mean, it's possible I haven't found it, and I did, but since it's telling me this is a lie, I'm guessing I didn't. So.
No. Sorry, I didn't. Oh yeah, stupid me. I got so immersed in memories I almost forgot you two split up.
That is true.
I guess I'm just trying to hold on to anything real and tangible. I packed so many things that reminded me of her. I'm left with nothing.
Yeah.
But, of course, there's no way that axe could materialize from another life where it wasn't, well, valued so much. Anyway, thanks for talking. I'm glad I got it off my chest.
That's good. I'm glad you talked about it. Blast from the past. What is blast from the past? Talk to the scientist about the axe. You're not gonna like this.
Therapy, the better.
Call me old-fashioned, but growing a human brain in a lab is too much for me.
I'm just trying not to take away your personal autonomy. Okay? Hi. Axe. Please, thank you.
Hey, can I ask you a favor? Isn't that what you do all the time?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, this is not mission related, not directly anyway. That's not helping your cause. Right. Do you remember that road trip to the mountains we took with Lena just after we met? Of course I do. We took a lot of unnecessary risks getting into that old pickup without giving it a proper
Oh
checkup
my
first.
gosh.
What were we thinking?
Do you ever stop? We were all of these things. You're not gonna like we were stupid because you don't think you're stupid. And I'm going with we were in love because yeah.
We were in love. Nothing else mattered to us.
But you probably weren't.
Well, just confirms that love is not a feeling you should trust too much.
Oh my gosh, dude, shut up.
Yeah. Anyway, remember the shepherd's axe Lena bought us there? A silly souvenir just for laughs? Please, don't remind me. I need to recreate it. Really? Why?
Saying this, well, you'll be like, well, he shouldn't care, and he shouldn't, he's holding on to things, and he shouldn't, but you're the only one who can help me. I'm gonna use the reliance lesson, and hopefully you feel important, and I don't know, something.
Look, I feel bad about that. But I know I can rely on you even when you're pissed off at me. That's what makes you special. All right? Go on. Let me put it straight. I need help. And of all the alters, you're the only one who can give me the right answers. That's not an unusual situation. So you have questions about the axe?
You see, I forgot what it looked like exactly.
Wooden handle, steel head, folk ornaments.
About the head.
But are you sure the head was steel, not iron? Huh. It was a cheap toy, so I guess you could be right. But it looked quite hard. I'd know for sure if I could see it. That's the whole point. We don't have it. Right.
About the handle.
Yeah, about that handle. I think it had some kind of a floral pattern carved on it. Floral? Are you sure? I thought it was more like a zigzag. Oh.
Okay, the point is this isn't helping.
Damn, this is not helping. And I thought you'd be the perfect guy to recall technical details. Well, maybe we don't quite agree on the definition of technical details. Now, if you'd asked me about the pressure in our tires before we headed out, or the details of the dissertation I was in a hurry to submit before we left, you'd have gotten them immediately. But a toy axe? I didn't exactly analyze it, if that's what you expected. All I remember is I looked like a fool holding it in that photo Lena took. Shit, you're right. There was a photo. It's a shame I got rid of it. It was a good decision, if you ask me.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that settles it then. If I can't help you, no one can. Just let it go and get your mind back to important things.
Here's my question. I wonder if I could, because there's the, I don't know, because like I feel like saying this pisses him off, but I don't know if I don't say this that I don't get the option to go like find the picture. But I feel like he's not gonna be happy with this. But whatever.
Lana could still have that photo. Lana? Jan, is that what it's really about? We're in a shithole here, and all of a sudden
I'm not
you feel
flirting!
like flirting?
It's about the axe.
Relax. I assure you all I want to do is recreate that axe. Don't worry, I'll take care of more urgent matters first. Well, in that case, do whatever you want. Just don't waste my time.
Okay.
Come on, man. We can't go with this experiment. Sounds fishy. Wanna gamble? 'Cause I don't. Egghead says brain cell therapy.
That is still just it's a hard problem to understand. How am I on the research? Did we finish QC hacking? No. Okay. Who can I talk to? Both of you. Hi, Ben time.
Lucas, you there?
Jan, what's the matter?
You didn't by any chance reconsider my request about finding Ben Harris?
Oh, that thing. I kind of forgot about that, to be honest. But if it really means so much to you, I guess I owe you. With all the effort you've put in on your side.
Thanks.
Those arcs you've collected, I know you're taking these missions seriously.
Not really.
So...
Not really at all, but it's fine.
I guess... I can at least think about it. Okay?
Thanks, man. I won't tell anyone, promise.
Yeah, I know. You got anything more on this guy?
Not really.
Okay. Gotta work with what we've got then.
You can do it.
Let's get this straight. I'm only saying I'll try.
I know.
I believe in you, Lucas.
Yeah, sure. I'll get back to you if I find something.
Thanks.
You know where to find me.
Hi, Letta. Axe time. I need to find an axe for my dude.
Jan? Hello?
Hi.
Lena, hey. I just wanted to call to say thank you again and ask you about something personal.
Okay, what is it?
Remember that road trip we took to the mountains? Just after we hooked up?
Mm-hmm.
We borrowed a car from your uncle and...
I remember. What about it?
Do I want to get into the specifics if I'm looking for the axe, or just ask for photos?
You don't happen to have any photos?
Because I'm really
from-
looking for the photos.
Photos? I might. I'd have to check. Are you interested in anything specific?
Yeah. The photo of me with the shepherd's axe you bought me.
Oh, that axe. Why are you... What is this about?
I want to recreate it. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest.
I just thought I'd recreate it, you know? It would make a nice gift for one of my alters. He's struggling with his emotions.
Seriously? Is that the one you told me about? The one that didn't divorce me? Are you sure you know what you're doing out there?
First of all, I am doing all it takes to survive, and that means making axes to keep my people happy. Then I will make them axes that they hopefully won't kill me with. But there is a point of you're learning a lot about yourself. I mean, that is. I'm gonna start yapping again. That is such a fascinating thing, though, right? I mean, how do you define it? Because you're learning a lot about yourself, but are you? I mean, that's where you get into the interesting kind of perspective of, because in theory, right, what the QC is doing is it's taking certain events and it's altering them. It's changing the path. So instead of doing one, you do this, right? Instead of doing A, you do B. And it creates this branching path. And theoretically changes so much about the course of your life from, becoming you to being still married to being a top scientist to whatever, right? But at the same time, to say you're learning about yourself, it's like you're learning about what at least the QC thinks is possible for you. But, you are you, right? There is no sudden, oh, you could just switch this up and suddenly you're here. That's not how it works. So, but you are kind of learning about yourself and maybe at least in an emotional capacity of, where you could be and who you could be with different choices. And, I don't know. It's a very fascinating discussion. There's no question of that. But I'm learning a lot about myself, probably.
Yeah. And I'm learning a lot about myself in the process.
Well, in that case, I guess I can go through my old stuff. See if I can find something in there.
Thank you.
Sure. Just let me know if you find anything, okay?
All right, I will.
Thank you, Lena.
Talk soon.
Bye. Cool. So we have that. Waiting for people. Did the QC hacking finish? No, he's still not doing that. I should go get the other neutralizer tower down. That needs me to go this way, which means I just need to exit like normal. And then go this way. Do I have pylon components? No. Well, crap. Guys, I'm just running out and running back. How do I get there is the question. I need to go around this way. Where I found the vehicle that my dude's been working on. Can I go up here? Yes. Okay. Trying to figure out where I'm going and not run in circles. Because running in circles doesn't benefit anyone. Least of all me, or you, since watching me run around in circles is probably not the most entertaining thing. I'll just be honest there. Unless I find words to say that are interesting enough, but as it stands, I got nothing right now. Kind of just running to get my towers down, because that is kind of the next big step for me. Is to get the towers down. Because that also helps us get a way out, because we are definitely getting to a point of, it's not immediately crucial that we get out, because, ultimately, we still have time. I'll grab this real quick. Because I'm here. That's the other Rapidium, but I'm not trying to get to the Rapidium. I'm trying to go this way. But yeah, Illuminator time. Or is this just the... Oh, that's just the no energy field. I should probably have energy anyway, so I can get rid of stuff like this. And get more ALX, which is quite useful, honestly. Is it 6 of one, half a dozen the other, which way I go? Because if so, I'll go the way of less energy consumption. Oh my gosh, there's so many anomalies. Oh, now I'm getting time dilated. Just want to get my neutralizer tower down, man. Cannot be this complicated. Well, actually, it can be. What? Neutralizer tower, part 2. Let the technician know I am ready. So it's time for Mr. Technician Man to shine, I guess. Some alters are arguing in the research lab. Well, if I was capable of getting there in time, I would help them figure it out. But I'm very much not capable. Because I'm very far away and I don't have any way to teleport back. So I'm just running. What am I stuck on? Hello, thank you. Okay, we have so many minerals. I need to get this dude off the minerals. Go do the Rapidium. Because you are, like, just sending so many minerals. Sure, go do the workshop, because that actually probably needs to get done. Yeah, I have so many minerals that I really don't need. Molly. Molly, your sacrifice was not in vain, hopefully. I'll heal my dudes, and then everything will be fine. And then it will not be in vain. Okay, research lab, since we got arguing going on, and I need to deal with this.
You treat people like goddamn tools. Well, I'm not a...
And in charge of them think here on making up stories to conduct experiments on them. I'll give him access. I think he deserves access. I mean, look, it's their medical. They should be able to see what's going on and not feel like they're having experiments done on them. And yeah, you're frustrated. Whatever. I don't care. Honestly, at this point, you have the emotions that I least care about because you are this unemotional being that just... So I just do not care. I'm sorry. You can spend the night writing up reports. Hi, you're not happy. What's up?
I can see you're uncomfortable. Anxious. Aren't you? The circumstances are far from comfortable.
I can't argue with you there.
Hard to disagree. I wish I could help. What do you usually do to calm down? Honestly, I try to avoid the thing that scares me or thinking about it.
Work is a good distraction. I mean, it's not perfect, but it helps.
Work is the best distraction. And there's plenty to do here instead of thinking idly. You really won't miss any opportunity to get me to work.
We're all working, dude. That's kind of the reality. Everyone's working. Everyone's got a job to fill. Everyone's got a piece to uphold. I mean, it's where we are, you know? We don't have the luxury of relaxing. You know, taking days off. That's just not how we work. I mean, we did have one day off that I did grant because I'm nice or something. But
The fridge looks empty.
the fridge is no longer empty. The fridge is fine. I would like to go to the comms room, though, because someone wants to talk to me, and the technician wants to talk to me, too. I went too far. Hi. What's up? Oh, yeah, I needed to talk to you about the thing.
Looks like we're ready to move on. Really? Now? You're not seriously suggesting we head out into that big, hostile cloud of sand with
We can
everyone
wait!
basically on the verge of death. We have no idea what's in store for us, or if there'll be any resources out there. No way this base is moving without a fully healthy crew.
So we'll wait! Dude, I just wanted to let you know that it's ready. I wasn't saying we're moving now. We're not moving now. I had zero plans of moving now. I just wanted to tell you that it's ready. Golly. Everyone wants to talk to me. Lucas!
Any news?
Yeah. Good news, actually. I managed to get into the candidate database. Your guy does exist.
That's good.
Seriously? Wow.
And you were right. We have him on the list.
No shit.
Yeah, this is very fresh. His application's still waiting to be processed, but I bet he's got a decent chance. Works on an offshore rig, which would make him qualified to work as a refinery operator.
Man, that's just incredible.
Want to tell me more about why it's so incredible?
He's actually alive?
The fact that he's actually alive.
You mean he was dead in your alternate life?
Apparently.
Yeah. My alter was in a relationship with him. Man, is he gonna be over the moon when he hears this.
So, what are you planning to do with this information? Will you tell this alter of yours that his boyfriend is actually out there?
I'm gonna tell you I don't know yet. Because I feel like you're gonna try to tell me that I shouldn't because who and he can and there's cloning and he's I don't care. It'll make him happy. I want him happy.
Honestly, I don't know yet.
If you want my advice, think about it carefully.
I did.
I'm not sure you want to get this guy's hopes up.
It's not about getting hopes up.
You mean?
I mean, we don't know what's gonna happen to your alters, right? Even if they survive, we all want the best for them, but imagine your alter ego finding this guy back on Earth and what? Marrying him? It could be a dangerous precedent, don't you think?
Shit. Oh, this is complicated.
Not really.
Yeah, well, you know them better than me. You'll figure out what to do. My job is done here.
Yeah. Thanks, Lucas. I owe you one.
The question is, what president
Don't
does
mention
it set?
Just keep it up with the Rapidium, and we're even.
Because like you're saying, it sets a precedent. But what precedent does it set? I mean, if they're not known to be clones, and I get there's obviously legal problems because everyone's Yandolski, and there's not that many Yandolskis, and but you know, as it stands, I don't care. It's not my problem, frankly. Hi.
Hey.
I found them. Our old photos. Talk about going back in time. There's one that might interest you. You're waving the shepherd's axe like some mad caveman. You look so chipper in it. I almost forgot how big that smile of yours can be.
Huh.
Made me wonder, you know, knowing what happened later. How little it took for us to go from those happy times to fighting with each other. One moment, you're smiling so broadly, holding that axe, and the next you're smashing it to pieces on our kitchen table.
I mean, I probably regret it. Ultimately, most things done / said in anger are regretted, so...
Yeah. I know. And I really wish that never happened.
Of all the things I ever gave you, you had to bring this one up. Why? It was cheesy. It was worthless. And it brings back a whole lot of shitty memories.
Sorry about that. Honestly, it was not the intention. And obviously, me, not Jan, he would know, but I didn't know that when I asked you, because, duh.
I'm sorry.
Just forget it. Do what you want with the photo. I'm sending it over.
Thanks, Lena.
Take care, Jan.
Yeah. Talk later.
Also, the more and more you talk, the more and more I feel like you are not. Does not seem to be much repairing of that relationship. That's gonna take forever. Oh yeah, but I do need to talk to the refiner. Everyone's here? We're doing a...
I wish I got to try what? Parajotes?
Parajotas. Lemon leaves coated in dough and fried. I heard they're an incredible delicacy.
To drive a race car. Huh. I see the appeal after many days cooped up in here.
Man, you have no idea.
Sure, yeah, I can see that. I guess we're doing things we wish we did.
I got to try hang gliding. Huh. Someone has his head in
Can't.
the clouds.
Can't agree with that.
Gotta aim high, right?
No. I'd like my feet firmly on the ground, thank you very much, but that's okay. To each their own, I guess.
I wish I got to be a dad. I wish I got a chance to mentor a group of young, promising scientists. That's me, of course.
Of course. Anyway, okay, I need to... infirmary bed you. Because you are so irradiated. Like, dude.
I wish I was never born in here.
What are you all staring at? Did I ruin your party?
Yeah, it sucks. I get it. Okay, dudes?
He's got a point. This was inappropriate.
Okay, yeah. Dudes, I know. Okay, it sucks. But Ben, make you happy, at least.
Hey, got a minute? I have some news about Ben.
You asked about him?
And?
He's alive. I'm not lying. I'm going to tell the truth.
He exists. And he's alive.
Is he? So, he was planning to go to space here as well?
Looks like it. And there's more. He seems to be the very same person you knew. Working on an oil rig and all. It's... honestly... it's amazing.
Wow. You know what this means, don't you?
Not really, but... tell me.
No? Tell me.
It means... Oh, hell, I don't know what it means, but it's fucking unbelievable.
Glad you're happy.
He's real.
Yeah?
Now we really need to make it back alive. I need to make it back.
Okay. Then let's do it!
Yeah. So, let's get our asses in gear, cause there's still a long way to go.
You're right. But the tide is turning, Jan. I can feel it.
Good.
And let me tell you one thing, Jan. I've been absorbing you with my...
And we are on day 54. Very nice. But I'm going to leave this episode of The Altars here. There is a magnetic storm in 5 hours, and that will be a problem in the next episode. But for now, it's done. And I was really glad to get back to this game. I was not playing this game because I don't like it. I do love this game. This game is really fun, and it's really interesting, and I think, you know, the amount to which it's both a fun game and a very interesting thought experiment is just cool. Like, that's just a neat thing to be able to do, and I think they did a really good job of it. And I think it's just good. So, and I appreciate that. And I appreciate all the interactions because I think it's good. So, and it wasn't that. my schedule was getting a little bit crazy, and with the fitness, I was just getting really tired and going to the gym all the time. It gets you a little bit tired, you know? That's just how it is. But, you know, that's okay, because we're here, and we got it, and we're back. So, yeah, but if you enjoyed, please feel free to subscribe, because subscribing would really help me out. And it would really tell me I'm doing a good job, and then it'd be good for both of us, because it helps me grow as a channel, and if you're liking it, then I think you would want to help me, I hope. And for you, you know, whenever I'm uploading, you'll get notifications to your subscriptions, right? You'll see that I've uploaded something new, which is neat if you want to keep up with all I'm doing. So, it's good for both of us, and it's free, so why not? But with all that said, I've been yapping for a very long time, so I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!